Guess what Floyd has said? He came out and said, after April 21st, we will be ready for a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. I've already talked to Todd DeBuff and Top Rank. We will be ready for a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Ain't that funny? How Floyd Mayweather is now talking about a Vasyl Lomachenko fight right after Tank Davis tried to air him out on social media. Ain't that funny? Now, Floyd Mayweather's trying to cash out on his investment. That's what's happening, dog. See, you little niggas don't understand business. It's business. He wasn't trying to keep you down. He was trying to make money. That's what he was trying to do. But since you just aired him out on social media, well, now there's a possibility that he could lose a return on his investment if he don't take action right now to get the most money. That's why he's talking about a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. And in regards to losing a return on his investment, their contract is almost up, right? Tank's got to sign another contract soon. He could leave Mayweather Promotions, especially by the way he's talking. So if he leaves Mayweather Promotions and Floyd doesn't put that big fight under his banner before he actually leaves, well, he loses a return on his investment. It's business, dog. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 2K here. Shout out to the movement and everybody who's moving with us. I told y'all, man, I don't listen, man. Listen. Little niggas, man. I told y'all before when I did the Shakur Stevenson video, which is the most viewed video on my channel, where he talked that shit to Ayanna Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, on social media. I've gone in on Gervonta Tank Davis before, ducking Vasyl Lomachenko, right? And it's not necessarily just Tank, it was his entire team, Mayweather Promotions, ducking Vasyl Lomachenko. I've gone in on Adrien Broner multiple times on this channel. I mean, Adrien Broner is like, that nigga is one of the biggest clowns, you know what I'm saying, that I like to portray on this channel, right? I told y'all before, man, I don't like the mindset of these little niggas. I told y'all before, man. I said Gervonta Davis is Adrien Broner 2.0. The writing's on the fucking wall, right? And it's ironic that now the two are best of friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? They down there in Florida with Kevin Cunningham, trainer for Devin Alexander. They're down there in his camp, holding hands and shit and singing, playing Ring Around the Rosie and shit. You know what I'm saying? About to come out with their own little fucking, what is it, little 24/7 special with them two. Some whack ass shit that I ain't watching that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Two whack ass niggas coming out with a fucking special, a documentary. I ain't trying to see that shit, right? Adrien Broner is the gatekeeper at 147 pounds, while Gervonta Tank Davis is still a young nigga ducking big fights. Why do I want to watch a goddamn documentary of them two niggas? You know what I'm saying? So, I told y'all before, man, Adrien Broner 2.0. And he's showing it by acting like the upset bottom bitch of Floyd Mayweather's, right? See, Adrien Broner used to be the bottom bitch of Floyd Mayweather's, and a lot of y'all don't know what bottom bitch means. It's the #1 hoe for the pimp. That's the bottom bitch, right? Adrien Broner used to be that bottom bitch. But now it's Gervonta Tank Davis. And when Adrien Broner actually introduced Gervonta Tank Davis to Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather was like, oh shit, I like that one. Look, he a little yellow bone too. I like that one. You know what I'm saying? So he became the new bottom bitch, right? To the dismay of Adrien Broner, who was very highly upset. That's why you saw him talking shit to Floyd Mayweather after he beat Ashley Theophane. Actually, before that, right? He got into beef with him before, coming out in videos crying and whining and bitching and moaning how Floyd Mayweather doesn't love him anymore, how he doesn't treat him right. You know what I'm saying? How he pretty much takes his money and kicks him in the ass, tells him to go home. You know what I mean? Doesn't really drive him home after, you know, they enjoy a night together. you know, going out, hanging out. He pretty much tells Adrien Broner to take a taxi and shit, you know, kicks him out the house. Shit like that. Shit that, you know, bitches complain about when they with their niggas, right? Or dudes that they actually like. Adrien Broner's come out and done that plenty of times. But look who's doing it now. And it's funny because it's the mindset of the little nigga, right? These millennial niggas today, right? These young, effeminate, emasculated dudes of today. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. It happens more so with the black youth than anybody else. You see what I'm saying? And it's because a lot of the black youth, what we follow, what we cherish, is the entertainment industry. That's what a lot of the black youth cherishes and follows. Well, if you watch the entertainment industry, what are they pushing? The emasculation of the black male. That's what the entertainment industry is pushing, right? Young Thug, you know, niggas in dresses and shit, right? Gay ass rappers and shit all over the place. You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna go into that, but my point is the reason why a lot of the youth, the young black youth, act the way they do is because they idolize the entertainment industry, and the entertainment industry pushes the emasculation of the male. So subliminally, they are accepting that particular behavior, and that's exactly what we see when you see guys like Tank Davis and Adrien Broner and Shakur Stevenson having beef. They take it to social media like what women do. That's what women do. Real men, we go to that man and say, yo, I got a problem with you. Let me lay this shit out on the table. That's what real men do. We don't say, man, I hate that motherfucker. I'm about to get on Twitter. Shit, even what Jamal Charlo is doing right now. And I didn't report on this. Maybe I should have. But I was telling cats within the movement, you know what I'm saying, that I think Jamal Charlo might be a little sweet. You know what I mean? He's sugary sweet right now. That motherfucker's sweeter than molasses. He's sweeter than figs. He's sweeter than brown sugar. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That goddamn Instagram chat video he did, that nigga was super sweet. Just his mannerisms and everything when he was going at Adrien Broner and Tank Davis. Just his mannerisms, how he was moving his hands up and down and shit. Just sweet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with these young niggas today, right? And AB's, I think he's almost 30 years old. I think the nigga was born in 89, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of the older cats, they have the same mentality of these young niggas, right? Because they have to keep up with the times. So cats that are in my age bracket, I'm 33, about to turn 34, we still got niggas, you know, my age and older that act young, right? Trying to keep up with the times. Dude, Tank, man, come here, man. Come here, bro. And y'all know where this is stemming from. You know, Tank Davis, bro, if you're gonna go at Floyd Mayweather, do it in private. All right. Now he's saying that Floyd Mayweather forced him into fighting Jose Pedraza, and you know they really didn't care about his career over at Mayweather Promotions, simply because Floyd Mayweather doesn't want to promote anyone that has the ability to be better than him. While I do agree with that second statement, and it makes sense, because if you look at a lot of the fighters that Floyd went and got, you know what I'm saying, and Mickey Bay, you know, Tank is another one, you know, guys that he tried to push like fucking Jay Leon Love, right? Ishe Smith. He's got a host of young fighters that they're decent, but they're not really that good. It's only a matter of time for them. And it's, you know, you kind of think like, dude, it's Floyd Mayweather. How is he not able to get these fighters? There is the situation where guys like Top Rank, Todd DeBuff, and Bob Arum, they have this track record where they're able to build champions, right? So a lot of people end up going over there. That's what happened with Shakur Stevenson, even though Floyd Mayweather was pushing for him. They have that track record. But at the same time, Floyd Mayweather is one of the more glorified ex-fighters in boxing, right? He's the more looked up to, one of the most looked up to ex-fighters in boxing. So if a guy like that comes to you and says, hey man, won't you join my camp? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young guys they won't have a problem joining his camp. You know what I'm saying? They'll jump at the idea, especially with him being their favorite fighter. They're gonna jump at the idea, right? So it's kind of weird to see how Floyd Mayweather can't get a lot of these big name guys to join his stable, right? Now, of course, he's co-working with Al Heyman. I think all that money stays under the same umbrella. You know, you got Al Heyman, Mayweather Promotions, PBC. I think all that money stays under the same umbrella. So typically, who Al Heyman is fucking with, I think Floyd Mayweather is fucking with on the side, even though he may not actually put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But for the fighters that he's actually saying he promotes, he doesn't really have the big name guys, right? He can't attract those big name guys. So I agree with what Tank says about Floyd Mayweather not really wanting to push or promote somebody that can be better than him. But within that same statement, I got a disagreement. And that disagreement is, nigga, you not as good, nor will you be as good as a Floyd Mayweather motherfucker. I know you're only 23 years old, but the style that you possess and the way that you want to be able to fight in the ring, you're nowhere near a Floyd Mayweather. You're not even on the same track. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on more of the track of a boxer puncher. Floyd Mayweather's not a boxer puncher. Floyd Mayweather was a defensive genius in the latter half of his career. In the early part of his career, he still wasn't a boxer puncher, even though he knocked guys out. Floyd Mayweather was a chess player his entire career. He was a thinker, right? He would employ the boxer puncher style. Let me say this. Floyd Mayweather actually, he would encompass a bunch of styles into one style. He would talk about how he put a little bit of Salvador Sanchez, a little bit of Ali, a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard, a little bit of Pernell Whitaker, right? He put a lot of different styles in his own style and wrapped it up in one. That's why you saw him knocking guys out, you know, coming in a little bit more, getting hit a little bit more than he actually did later on in his career. But I still wouldn't say Floyd Mayweather's a boxer puncher. He was still a boxer, right? And he thought a lot in the ring, and he still had good defense, even though defense was the second priority early on in his career. Tank Davis is literally the quintessential boxer puncher, right? He doesn't have great footwork. Floyd Mayweather had excellent footwork as a young fighter, right? He kind of he kind of has the footwork of a 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather right now at 23. He's kind of just standing there. He's kind of plodding. He's not really bouncing on his toes. You don't see him using a lot of lateral movement. You don't really see Tank turning cats. Floyd used to turn the shit out motherfuckers. He turned the fuck out of Diego Corrales that entire fight, right? You don't see Tank doing that shit. Tank is really just a guy with an excellent punch placement. He's got good power, but then he places his shots very well. So that's how he's knocking these guys out. That's how he's incapacitating cats like Jose Pedraza, right? Because of the power and the placement of that power through his punches. Excellent, right? But he doesn't have great defense, in my opinion. I think he does a good job countering, but he can still be hit. I feel a boxer who utilizes movement, right, will actually give Gervonta Tank Davis major trouble. A guy like Vasyl Lomachenko, I think he beats Tank Davis easily, right? I think Tevin Farmer, while I thought Tank would have beaten Tevin Farmer would have given Tank some trouble, right? There would have been rounds where Tank lost decisively against Tevin Farmer, and it was the movement. But until Tank would have gotten the timing down, he would have eventually cornered Farmer and actually been able to impose his will in that fight. And I think eventually that fight probably could have ended in a knockout win for Tank, but Tevin would have given him fits in that fight, and it's because of the movement and the boxing ability. So, nigga, you nowhere near a Floyd Mayweather, so ain't nobody gonna think that you're better than Floyd Mayweather. Hell, Floyd might be a little insecure because, you know, a guy that has had that much of the spotlight in his entire career, he don't want to lose it, right? The guy that is he's so arrogant, he's so full of himself, right? He don't want to lose that spotlight. Hence why he's always trying to talk for his fighters, right? Hence why this motherfucker's going to the UFC to possibly fight CM Punk or some other dumb motherfucker in the UFC, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why he's doing this shit. He wants that spotlight. Does not ever want to lose that spotlight. And that's the one thing that I think Floyd is afraid of. But I don't think he's afraid of you. You're going to take it from him. No. You know what I'm saying? Also, the statement where he's saying that he was forced to fight Jose Pedraza, if you were forced to do that, which I think he was, because before that fight, Floyd wanted Tank to move to Las Vegas. And Tank was like, nah, man, I'm staying in Baltimore. I want to stay where I'm at. You know, I want to be with my family. And Floyd was like, nigga, if you want me to help push your career, you going to have to come to Las Vegas. Now, my thing was, honestly, I'm like, what does it matter? Let the nigga be where he's at. But I understand where Floyd is coming from. Floyd wanted to move him in to his place in Las Vegas so that he could work with him full time. You know what I'm saying? Which this also supports the idea that I don't think Floyd was trying to keep Gervonta Tank Davis down. But I think that situation was where Floyd was getting ready to put him on the shelf, and that was before the title fight with Jose Pedraza, right? Maybe that was Tank's way of trying to get out of that title fight. Hence why he's saying he was forced to fight Jose Pedraza. But at the same time, he states, well, I was ready. And other cats on Twitter were like, yo, you know, you saying that you were forced, but they understood that you were ready for that fight. And Tank came out and said, no, they didn't understand shit. They were just trying to set me up for failure. You know what I'm saying? I was forced into that. I was ready because I was ready. So basically, Tank is trying to take on this idea that he's promoting himself. He's doing everything himself. Nobody's doing nothing for him. Right? The one, look, that could be true. I don't know the inner workings of what is going on between Tank and Mayweather Promotions. I don't know. But I will say this. Based on what we do know, what has come out, I don't believe Floyd Mayweather is trying to keep Tank down. Simply because two things. One, I already mentioned how he wanted Tank to be in Las Vegas so that he could work with him full time. That's one. But the biggest and most important was Floyd Mayweather's successful attempts to keep him away from that big, bad motherfucker at 130, Vasyl Lomachenko. Floyd Mayweather will literally talk for Tank when reporters ask Tank about Vasyl Lomachenko, right? And it's clear to me that Tank is afraid of Vasyl Lomachenko. Remember the interview, I think it was Fight Hype, shout out to Fight Hype, where they talked to Tank Davis. I can't remember what the interview was about. Maybe it was about Tevin Farmer getting shot. I don't remember what it was about. But they talked to Tank. They were talking about something unrelated. And then they mentioned, oh yeah, did you know Guillermo Rigondeaux is getting ready to fight Vasyl Lomachenko? And Tank's face, he had a completely change of expression when they said that. He went from, you know, this happy-go-lucky ass nigga to a concerned and worried for Rigo nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his face was like, what? For real? That's how he said it. That was his response. Like, you know, these young niggas talk all slow. Huh? Oh? What? He's like so surprised that Guillermo Rigondeaux actually agreed to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. You don't react like that if you're not afraid of a motherfucker, right? If you really believe that Vasyl Lomachenko's a guy that you can beat, a guy that you can run through, well then your reaction would be like, well shit, he should beat that motherfucker because Vasyl ain't shit, right? That's the fucking reaction you're supposed to have if you're really confident in your motherfucking abilities against that guy. But you're not, right? And Mayweather Promotions wasn't. They understood. That's why they pulled the whole, you know, we're still young, we're 22 years old, you know, Vasyl Lomachenko, he's got to rush. You know, he's 30 years old, he's got to rush. Meanwhile, we don't got to rush. Nigga, Vasyl Lomachenko is in your motherfucking division getting all the goddamn praise. It don't matter if you feel like you got to rush, motherfucker. If you feel like your fighter's the best, right, then go out there and prove it. They like to talk about Tank is popular. Tank is the most popular guy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Tank is loved in Baltimore, maybe. They might like the nigga in Las Vegas because he rolls with Floyd. But take Floyd Mayweather out of that picture. Tank is just another young fucking fighter that lost his belt on the fucking scales. That's what Tank would be if he didn't have Floyd Mayweather next to him. Right? And even with Floyd Mayweather next to him, he's still not the most popular fighter at 130. He's still not the most popular fighter in boxing. The nigga ain't even top 10. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? So how the hell is this guy, Floyd Mayweather, who has done everything he could to keep you away from that big bad motherfucker in Vasyl Lomachenko, all of a sudden trying to keep you down. Can't stand these little niggas, man. And you go on social media with that shit. But it's funny now, because guess what Floyd has said? He came out and said, after April 21st, we will be ready for a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. I've already talked to Todd DeBuff and Top Rank. We will be ready for a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Ain't that funny? How Floyd Mayweather is now talking about a Vasyl Lomachenko fight right after Tank Davis tried to air him out on social media. Ain't that funny? Now, Floyd Mayweather's trying to cash out on his investment. That's what's happening, dog. See, you little niggas don't understand business. It's business. He wasn't trying to keep you down. He was trying to make money. That's what he was trying to do. But since you just aired him out on social media, well, now there's a possibility that he could lose a return on his investment if he don't take action right now to get the most money. That's why he's talking about a Vasyl Lomachenko fight. And in regards to losing a return on his investment, their contract is almost up, right? Tank's got to sign another contract soon. He could leave Mayweather Promotions, especially by the way he's talking. So if he leaves Mayweather Promotions and Floyd doesn't put that big fight under his banner before he actually leaves, well, he loses a return on his investment. It's business, dog. See, it's the problem, man. I told y'all before, man, I don't like Tank Davis. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? He's just another Adrien Broner 2.0. And shit, actually, when them two were beefing, I was hoping them two motherfuckers would fight. I'd like to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who wins. Both of them got similar styles. I think Tank hits harder, but he's smaller. So who knows, man? They should just fight. Them two girl-ass niggas should just fight, man. But real talk, looking at who Tank has fought since winning the IBF title against Jose Pedraza, there's no way that anybody can convince me that Floyd Mayweather tried to keep Tank Davis down. We're talking about Liam Walsh, Francisco or Jose Fonseca, whatever his fucking name was. I think his last name was Fonseca, right? Guy nobody knows. Now he's fighting Jose Cuellar, a guy who was already exposed by Abner Mares, right? And also they're moving Cuellar up from 126. I think this is Cuellar's first big fight at 130. You know what I'm saying? So looking at who he's fought, there's no way in hell that you can convince me that Floyd Mayweather was trying to keep Gervonta Tank Davis down. He was actually trying to keep this guy relevant. And big knockouts keeps him relevant. It maximizes the potential of revenue that he gains if Tank Davis stays underneath this banner. Business 101, man. But see, little niggas like Tank, they don't understand it. Too young and wet behind the ears, man. And he's about to fuck up the possibility of his career actually skyrocketing by talking the way he's talking. YouTube dudes, you do in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Tank Davis and this situation with Floyd Mayweather. This is real talk for real fans. One.